What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more. Well, no, it's not going to be our main idle heroes because today we have a hashtag sponsor from AFK Journey. And let's be honest, even though it's a hashtag sponsor, I was probably going to be making this type of video anyway because this game is amazing. Not only this video is coming out here on the main channel, but we have already been making tons of content. Go to that link right there on our third channel, More Barry Gaming. We have been having a blast with this game. We have tons of guides up, reroll guides, tier lists, everything you need to know about the game. But what we're going to show you guys here today is a little bit from everything, because this game will probably sell you on jumping in, having some fun. It's a perfect pairing doing both Idle Heroes and AFK Journey, because that's what I've been doing for a while. Playing both of them is amazing. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it just yet. Let's talk about AFK Journey. Essentially, AFK Journey is like a open world RPG, kind of more of what you're used to seeing from like a Final Fantasy type title or something like that, where there's a world to explore, there's hidden chests, there's tons of quests, and there is a ton to do. Not only that, is the quality, the crispness, the attention to detail this game has is amazing. This is also one of those games where you're going to build a ton of heroes, but you don't need all those heroes. You know, some of these games, it's like, oh, if you don't build every single hero, you're going to be behind and you're not going to catch up. That's not what this game is all about. It is all about picking the right heroes, the right team compositions. And let's be honest, some of the best heroes in the game can be S level, which are the really hard ones to get, or I should say harder. And then there's A levels like Odie, who's legit like the best damage dealer in their game. And he's just an A level. He's easy to get copies of, and he's easy to level up. The hero art in this game is amazing. If you guys are used to AFK Arena, me personally, I actually enjoy this game better, because the best part about AFK Journey is you're coming into a game with like the bare minimum power systems. You know how you jump into a game sometimes, you're like, oh, this is fun, but then you're like, oh, there's this power system, then there's this power system, then there's this next one. By the time you're playing a game, maybe 5 years after it launches, there's so many power systems, it feels like it's hard to keep track, get the knowledge of, or even keep up with them. So the one really nice thing is there are very basic systems in this game, including equipment. You don't have to equip every single hero and like, well, I have my set of gear on this hero, I got to switch it over to this one. No, your gear is actually split across entire classes, mages, warriors, tanks, we got marksmen, we got rogues. They all share it, and you can upgrade them, but you don't have to worry about their roles as much as you did. You don't have to worry about secondary stats that in a lot of other games really do matter. It makes it so much more flexible to just drop any hero in, and beyond that, you have the hero resonance system, which means whatever the lowest level of your top 5 heroes are, every other hero on your account is that level. And the difference between this and other games is typically you can go like 30 and 40 levels higher on a single hero. This one does a really nice job. You can only go 10 levels higher than the rest of the 5 heroes, and that works out amazingly to feel like you're building a team instead of just one individual hero. Now, not only is there a full campaign, but there is what you're used to seeing, a more traditional campaign in AFK Journey as well that you've seen in other idle games. This one has a little bit different of a battlefield. You know how you're used to just putting your heroes in like 5 or 6 different spots? Well, this one is a hex board, and honestly is really cool. You can place your heroes in all different locations, different team compositions. You want to be turtle defense, you can chuck your team way in the back. If you want to be offensive, you can push them forward, and they have cool interactions. Some heroes even have the ability to put debuffs on enemies based on where they are located in comparison to them. There are tons of heroes you can place. They all have unique abilities, and you have this cool thing called artifacts. So these things can do different things. This one that we have right here heals our team. This one here deals damage to enemies. This one here increases attack speed. So there's ways to customize your team and the battlefield based on the strategies you come up with. Now, when we jump in this too, there's 2 things you can do. Automatically, you can speed up to 2 times speed if you want to. And then the gearbox here basically allows the computer to do all the moves for you. So if you want to control the ultimate skills, you can. If you don't want to control it, you don't have to. This is one of the more dynamic battlefields I've seen in games. Because you guys know we played a ton of games. A lot of times, like, you just put them in a starting position and they won't move. You'll see other ones where they put in a starting position and then they mingle eventually. This is one of the most unique ones, because not only that, there are situations where you're going to come across things in the battlefield. So I'm going to show you guys a quick PvP battle here because, yep, thank you. I got my rewards. We got more rewards coming. If we're going to jump in here, I'm going to show you because there's a lot of different maps and some of them have these unpassable objects. So positioning your team in a proper order will be very, very important. Making sure your tank is set up somewhere you want to make sure they're in a good, safe spot, and locating all these heroes in a more intelligent location is very, very important to do, because you'll notice nobody can pass past this one hex if somebody is currently on that hex. So they have to move around it, they have to walk around it. Building a balanced team that's not too melee heavy is important because you can literally get stuck behind your own units. But the combat and the battlefield manipulation is so good. You might come across a wave that you're like completely stuck on, and you just move your hero like one hex over. The battle changes completely with the auto targeting. It is absolutely amazing. Now, one thing I have to show you, there's probably one of my favorite summoning animations in the game, in the Noble Tavern. And the cool thing about this game is you don't have to like sit here and save your summons up for big events. As it stands right now, the second you get enough diamonds or invite letters, you can recruit heroes immediately. There are pity timers built into every single system, which is really cool. And well, I'm going to show you guys the animation right now because I absolutely love it. The beams of light, the smoke, the everything. Let's see. We didn't hit a legend hero, but it still looks really, really cool. The nice thing is there are food heroes in this game, but they literally just transform them into acorns, which is really interesting. That is like the food system in this game. You don't have to keep all these extra heroes that you then fodder off and stuff. They just give you acorns, and each acorn can be for a specific faction or for any faction. Let's get that second summon done. I realized I was literally short like 100 diamonds. We got them. Let's show you guys one more because, to be honest, again, I love this animation. Let's see if we get lucky. Didn't get lucky this time, but because there's a pity timer, it's really, really awesome. And beyond just the pity timer, getting a lot of duplicates will matter. You'll see these are A-level heroes. The purple ones are easier to get, but there's an entire wish list that you can pick the heroes you want, and you'll have a higher chance of receiving those heroes, which is just absolutely amazing. Now, beyond all that, there are a bunch of battle modes. You can see the AFK stage is right at the top as well, but we have boss battles, which these are absolutely amazing. Every day, it changes between one of 4 different current bosses. It tells you what heroes you should try to have on your account and use, and you get tons of rewards, including invite letters and summons, dream fragments, which helps you buy extra hero copies. Really, really fun way to test out your single target damage dealing, which is awesome. It has one of the best PvP battlings I've ever seen. This is like a draft auto chess system where you jump in, you start your battle, you pick your teams, you draft additional cards that you try to find maybe hero copies of, build your team up, compete against everybody else that's doing this. Again, 100% free to play. It's absolutely amazing. If you love PvP between teams, it's got that right there for you. There's battle drills. This is a really, really cool guild mode. I would kind of compare it in Idle Heroes to like a Star Expedition. Really, really fun. Absolutely love it. It's really awesome. Gets you a ton of good resources to get you those really elite heroes. And you basically use those resources in the Emporium to get the most sought after heroes in the game, the Celestials and Hypogeans. These are like the next tier up, the light and dark heroes essentially of the game. And remember, way back in the day in Idle Heroes, those heroes were very strong. These are very similar. There's also a couple other ones. We got things that are pretty cool where you kind of run through and you do this this labyrinth where you can pick buffs for your team. You go up against enemy after enemy and you clear it out. Once you clear it out, they give you a ton of free summons, which is awesome because you can see right here. If we go into Arcane Labyrinth, I guess once you're in it, it doesn't let you see what the rewards are. Clearing this is going to get you those epic invite letters, which gives you a much higher chance of getting those S-level heroes, which is good. And beyond that, there's Legend Trial. It's basically Seal Land for each faction, which is a really cool one. And you can see there's tons of floors, but even at the power level my account is from a couple months playing, we're not very far in it. So it is very future-proof. There's a lot of ways to go, and occasionally you'll see some other things pop up as well. There will be events. One really cool thing is you get every single hero in the game completely free. And I'm talking every single one. The first month, you essentially get every single A-level hero. You eventually get some extra cards on certain breakpoint days that'll give you S tiers, and then there's chances to even get Celestial and Hypogen heroes. So you're going to be getting these for like months, where you're just getting free heroes every single day, then some additional resources after you've unlocked every hero. Beyond that, there are events that pop up to give you more summons. There are even more stronger battles to go up against different bosses. There's so many things to unlock way down the road as well. There's so much to do, and it is a blast. And yes, in case you're wondering, this game, as of today, when this video is out, it just released to the official servers. Yes, official launch has happened. There's pre-registration rewards that you might still be able to access. There's tons of things to do, and it's the day one, so get in on the ground floor, because the one thing I hate is when I jump into a game after it's been around a bit, it feels like I missed out on something. Jump in right now and you won't have that feeling. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys also check out our third channel. We have tons of AFK Journey content over there as well. And I'll see you guys next time.